There is an unmistakable feeling of excitement and anticipation that comes from planning your next big travel adventure. But no matter where your travel takes place, it always comes with risk. From medical emergencies to natural disasters, travelers can face a variety of potential complications, especially while abroad. Plus, visitors to certain cities around the world face a greater risk of encountering poor infrastructure, low-quality healthcare, crime, and online attacks. With 2024 shaping up to be another year of travel, a recent Forbes Advisor survey of 2,000 Americans with a travel credit card found that 43% are planning to take an international trip before the end of the year. Forbes Advisor set out to uncover the riskiest and safest cities for tourists. To do so, we compared 60 international destinations across 7 key metrics, including the following: crime risk, health risk, personal security risk, natural disaster risk, and the US Department of State Travel Safety Rating. Top 3 most risky cities for tourists. 1. Caracas, Venezuela. Caracas score 100 out of 100. Caracas, Venezuela topped our list of the most risky cities for tourists due to its high crime and health risks, as well as having the highest travel advisory level from the US State Department. Caracas has the highest health security risk, which reflects the level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. The capital of Venezuela also ranked as the city with the highest crime risk. The city has been given the worst travel safety rating, level 4, do not travel, from the State Department. It has the second highest infrastructure security risk of all cities on the list, which reflects the availability and quality of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. It also has the second highest digital security risk, reflecting the ability of citizens to freely use the internet without fear of privacy violations, identity theft, and online attacks. Caracas has the 4th highest personal security risk, reflecting risk from crime, violence, terrorist threats, natural disasters, and economic vulnerabilities. 2. Karachi, Pakistan. Karachi's score 93.12 out of 100. With the highest personal security risk of any city on our list, Karachi, Pakistan ranks as the 2nd riskiest city for tourists. Karachi has the highest personal security risk of all cities on our list, which reflects risk from crime, violence, terrorist threats, natural disasters, and economic vulnerabilities. Karachi also has the 2nd worst travel safety rating from the State Department, level 3, reconsider travel. It has the 4th highest infrastructure security risk, reflecting the availability and quality of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. It also has the 4th highest digital security risk, reflecting the ability of citizens to freely use the internet without fear of privacy violations, identity theft, and online attacks. Karachi is 6th highest when it comes to health security risk, reflecting the level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. Yangon, Myanmar. Yangon's score is 91.67 out of 100. Due to having the highest digital security risk and the worst travel safety rating from the State Department, Yangon, Myanmar is the 3rd riskiest city in the world to visit. Yangon has been given the worst travel safety rating from the State Department, which is level 4, do not travel. The largest city in Myanmar has the highest digital security risk of all the cities on our list, reflecting the inability of citizens to freely use the internet without fear of privacy violations, identity theft, and online attacks. The city has the 3rd highest personal security risk, reflecting risk from crime, violence, terrorist threats, natural disasters, and economic vulnerabilities. It also has the 3rd highest health security risk, reflecting the level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. Yangon has the 3rd highest infrastructure security risk, reflecting the availability, quality, and sufficiency of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. Lastly, the city has the 7th highest natural disaster risk, reflecting exposure and vulnerability to natural disasters. Top 3 safest cities for tourists. 1. Singapore. Singapore's score 0 out of 100. With very low levels of risk across all metrics considered, Singapore tops our list of the safest cities for tourists to visit. The City of Singapore earned the best travel safety rating from the State Department, Level 1. Exercise normal precautions. Singapore has the lowest natural disaster risk, reflecting low exposure and vulnerability to natural disasters. Located in Southeast Asia, Singapore has the second lowest health security risk, reflecting a high level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. It also has the second lowest infrastructure security risk, reflecting the availability and quality of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. The city has the second lowest digital security risk, reflecting the ability of citizens to freely use the internet without fear of privacy violations, identity theft and online attacks. Singapore has the sixth lowest crime risk, reflecting the overall level of crime in each city. 2. Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo's score 10.72 out of 100. Despite being one of the world's most populated cities, Tokyo, Japan boasts some of the lowest levels of risk of all the cities on our list. The capital of Japan has the lowest health security risk, reflecting the level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. Tokyo also has the best travel safety rating from the Department of State, Level 1 Exercise Normal Precautions. It has the fifth lowest infrastructure security risk, reflecting the availability and quality of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. Tokyo has the seventh lowest crime risk, reflecting the overall level of crime in each city. 3. Toronto, Canada. Toronto's score 13.6 out of 100. Considered one of the largest cities in Canada, Toronto landed third on our list of safest cities for tourists to visit. Toronto has earned the best travel safety rating from the Department of State Level 1. Exercise normal precautions. The most populated city in Canada has the fourth lowest infrastructure security risk, reflecting the availability and quality of city infrastructure and its vulnerability to man-made and natural disasters. It also has the seventh lowest health security risk, reflecting the level and quality of healthcare services and infrastructure in a city. Toronto has the eighth lowest personal security risk of all the cities on our list, reflecting risk from crime, violence, terrorist threats, natural disasters, and economic vulnerabilities.